Hello there everybody, welcome to my next Let's Play, which is going to be God of War 2. And you're probably wondering, what happened to the Archmathon, Alex? Well, I'm going to explain that real quick. Basically, I was going to start up a live stream for the Archmathon. We're going to be playing through all the Batman games and doing whatever. But I had some internet issues or something going on that day, so I decided to quit it, and I figured that there's no point in me doing it. I thought about just having it as a recording, but I changed my mind. I'm just like, you know what? I'm going to do what I said. I'm just going to do a God of War 2 Let's Play. So, we are going to be going through God of War 2, and we are going to collect 100%. So, that's odd. Usually I have everything over here. Okay. We're probably not going to do the challenges like I did last time. But we are going to go ahead and do 100% of the collectibles. So I may or may not have to go back to the game and play it that way. I have no idea. Since I think that I'm a badass, I'm going to play on God mode, which is hard mode. Not very hard because Titan's locked. To unlock Titan mode, you have to play through one of the regular modes. But, okay, I want to play through hard mode. To be fairly honest, God of War 2 is better than God of War 1, in my opinion, and from what it's been seen. But, still God of War 1 has its little fun stuff to do, I guess you could say. Anyway, we're going to jump right into it, and then I will see you all after the cutscene.
Defeating Ares, Kratos, the once mortal warrior, became the new god of war. However, Kratos soon found himself alone on Olympus, shunned by his fellow gods. But Kratos had no need for the love of petty gods. He had found a new family in the warriors of Sparta, gaining solace from his past in the carnage of battle.
My lord, Kratos! Another city is ready to fall! Soon all shall know the glory of Sparta!
Enough, Kratos! With every city you destroy, the wrath of Olympus grows. Soon I will no longer be able to protect you.
I need no protection.
Do not forget that it was I who made you a god, Ghost of Sparta. Do not turn your back on me.
I owe you nothing.
Then you leave me no choice.
Kratos had turned the pain of his memories into hatred. Hatred for the gods, who had refused to free him from the nightmares of his past deeds. And so he went to Rhodes to deliver the final blow to the besieged city.
You conspire against me!
Okay, so we practically we're no longer giant, but that does not mean that we're still not technically a god per se. We just lost our ability to basically be huge and take stuff down that way. Okay, so if you've never played God of War before, it's your basic run-of-the-mill hack and slash. Well, I wouldn't really say basic, but I mean the combo system's rather basic, and it's very influential on most other games, and obviously it takes inspiration from Devil May Cry in the form of red orbs and what have you. So I am not particularly the best at God of War, but I will admit that I have beaten the first 3 and Chains of Olympus all on the very hard mode. I have not beaten Ascension or Ghost of Sparta because Ghost of Sparta is a pain in the ass, and so is Ascension. So I don't know if I'm going to be worrying about that. We right now have equipped the Athena's Blades. If you don't know anything about God of War, basically Kratos was this mortal who basically fought in a war, and then he asked for Ares to help him out, and then Ares did, and now he's Ares' servant, and then Ares killed his family, or made Kratos kill his own family, so now Ares wanted revenge, or Kratos wanted revenge, and he went up to take down, Ares, and he used Pandora's box to do so, and if you don't know anything about it, really, well, I mean, this game's pretty damn old, but I'm not saying like you should know by now, but if anything, just go watch my original Let's Play, which I've done on my channel before, of God of War 1, and you can continue from there, or maybe just watch this and enjoy God of War 2, which will be a higher quality, and that fly needs to die. Okay, so there's this fly in my room right now that's been at my window like all day, and I've smashed it I don't know how many times, and it's fallen down on its back, hind legs and all that. Well, it's fallen down on its back, I should say. And for some reason, the fucking thing will not die. Like, for the life of me, it will not die. Yeah, be careful of that hand, though. It can kill you. Yeah, that's just your normal guys. You can't kill them. When you kill enemies, or whenever you break objects, you will retain red orbs, which are basically used as experience that you can use to upgrade your weapons. And of course, you have a green chest right here, which will be a health chest, and you have your health bar, which is green at the top. And then you have your magic bar, which is the blue bar. So, again, like I said, this was at the time when hack and slash were basically almost the same thing all the time. And now, hack and slash games basically are the same thing all the time. The game that came after God of War would have to be like probably Darksiders, I guess. That would remotely even resemble God of War or the Devil May Cry fashion. Which Darksiders actually takes on both. It's both it's both Devil May Cry and God of War, it seems like. It's got God of War combos, but it has a lot of, well, it's got a gun that you can use, which I know that's kind of stupid to say, like, oh, well, that's freaking Devil May Cry right there. Well, not necessarily. You have Bayonetta, which is made by the people who made Devil May Cry, but the creator was working for a different company at the time. And I don't know whether or not I'm going to get to Bayonetta or not. I mean, Bayonetta's a good game and all. It's just, it's hard to go back and play. You know what I mean? It's just one of those games where you really have to put some effort and some time into playing, and it just, there's a lot of stuff that just not influence me to play that game. A good thing to do right here is whenever he slams on the ground like that, just hit the L2 button to use your Poseidon's Rage, which was an awesome power back in the first one, which we are going to get new powers, but the problem with this game that I don't like is the powers are not as cool as they were in the original game. I don't think so. This is a timed event, though. You have to take him out before he wakes back up. And yes, you can go to that chest and get some magic orbs, but I'm just not going to worry about that. Instead, I'm just going to go ahead and take him out. Oh, I guess he can help, too. If I'm correct, I think it's square, square, triangle, triangle. I believe that's what it is. Or X. No, it's square. Oh, okay, that's right. One of them is like... Okay, well, that was a pointless cutscene, so I'm going to have to cut out my coughing there, because I thought it was going to be a cutscene for a second, but it wasn't. Alright, because in all gloriousness of God of War... Actually, there's really no point. I'm not going to do it. I don't feel like it. If you run over here, you can break down this wall, and you have a sex minigame, as they call it. What's the point of it? I don't know. The point, I guess, was for like our teen minds to get off to something back in the day, because there wasn't like a whole lot of... Well, there was definitely access to porn, but I don't know. It's just... These ladies are not... I don't find them very attractive, so I'm just not going to wear them. There's nothing in here at all. Just orbs that you can get. So let's just go on our merry way. I know most people are probably going to get pissed. They're like, why not just show off everything, including the sex minigame? Is it too awkward for you? No, it's just, it's pointless. And, like, I'm legit serious that it is the most pointless fucking thing in these games. Okay, well, actually, God of War 1, not really. Because God of War 1, well, I'll have to explain afterwards. I don't want to spoil anything just yet. I'll talk about that later, maybe. If I remember correctly. Alright, yes, and there was a save spot back there that we can go ahead and save at, but I'm going to be doing like 25-minute intervals, so I'm not really going to worry about it too much. Okay, so this is not the room I'm thinking of. No, this is another room. Alright. Whenever... Okay, and the new thing about God of War 2, though, is whenever you do a combo, even if you don't have 10 hits, or whenever you do, like, a brutal kill, like, you know, you grab an enemy and you kill him that way, you get an automatic 5 orbs, even if you don't have a 10-plus combo. Which back then, you had to have 10 hits, and then afterward, then you could do a, like, a special kind of execution move or something like that, whatever you want to call it, and you will retain an extra like 5, 25, 10 orbs, whatever the game decides to give you, pretty much. Yeah, there's no need for blue orbs because we already have everything we need, and yeah, the game's gonna explain how to do all your basic commands and all that good stuff, so, which I'm not gonna worry about explaining. The other good thing about this game is you can slide down the wall now. Back in God of War 1, you could not. You had to literally walk back down, or you had to climb back down the wall. And believe me, it was a pain in the ass. Alright, now speaking of pain in the ass, guess who we have to put up with again? And no, you cannot block that attack, though. Yeah. You have to just basically avoid all the Colossus' attacks. At least I call them the Colossus, I think. Or you can use, as they put here, you can use magic on him to kind of like create some sort of iframes. That way you can avoid his overall slam attack. And the other thing about God of War 2 is it's much longer than God of War 1. So they took God of War 1 and made it basically a little bit better. In my opinion, they did. Alright. Now how do you do this fight on Titan mode? Well, you basically just keep swinging around to that other side and you should be able to avoid most of his attacks. But we're not playing in Titan mode. We're playing in God mode. Right? Yeah, we're playing God, which is hard. Yeah, it used to be God mode in the first one, but now it's basically just Titan mode. I think it's circle that comes after it. No, it's X. So the other one's square and circle. Gotcha. And the thing is, you can definitely tell that they got a lot of money out of the first game. Because they have definitely put in some, you know, certain amount of effort into this game. Because like, you can definitely tell that there's effort into this game. And there's a little bit of love. The thing is, the original writers left after this game. So yeah, the game, it's not really a spoiler, but the game does end off on a cliffhanger, though. That leads into God of War 3, so if you don't know that God of War 3 already exists, well, there you go, now you know. there's a God of War 3, trust me, there's multiple God of Wars. To be fairly honest, there's too many damn God of Wars, and that's why I don't play God of War very much anymore, because there's just too damn many of them. I mean, you can say the same thing about Ratchet & Clank, but Ratchet & Clank does a good job. And it's typically made by the same company anyway. Well, there's a few that weren't, but those are no worry, I guess you could say. Oh, it's circle first. Circle jerk! And then it's square. Yeah. I do like this scene, though. I really like these quick time events. I like how he just, like, cuts both sides of his face. I don't know, that's a pretty badass part, though. This boss fight is much better than the first boss fight. Again, like I said, I'm gonna be talking about God of War 2 versus 1 a lot. But admittedly, that's just how it is. It's basically a better game. Okay, so to where now, Kratos? Where are we going to go? You tell me. We're gonna go up there. Alright. Well, can we go ahead and get... No, I guess we got full health anyway. Why am I breaking stuff? Alright. Go ahead and open this. Oh, the other thing I want to do... Okay, once I get God of War 2 done, because that was going to be my next Let's Play I said I was going to do. So I want to at least keep one promise. Well, I just said I was going to do the Arkhamathon, but that just didn't work out very well, now did it? The other thing I want to do is a Bloodborne Let's Play. And we'll see how that goes when we get to that. Okay, so the game didn't really, I don't think it explained all the moves yet. But if you hold down L1 and you do like a certain button press, you can do like other specific moves. The square was always typically my favorite one to do. And then you have the circle one, which this one's new. It used to be a slam attack in the first game. But in this game, it's not. Okay, so we're going for 100% basically, obviously, and which means we have to collect all the urns. So what are these urns that I'm talking about? I will show you in just a minute. Yeah, that should land. I mean, I think there's a way you can get around to that. So jump up, hit this. If you see the screen shaking when you're hitting something, typically you're breaking it. Oh, and L1X, we don't have that yet. Oh, that's on the square arch already showed off. Or shown off. We have L1 triangle, which is much improved since the first one. I love, like, heavy slam attacks. I don't know. That's why I kind of miss the slam attack in God of War 1 because of it being a slam attack pretty much. Okay. Oop. Yeah, you're supposed to hold it down there. Press circle. Duh. So here's our first urn. We have the Urn of Gaia. Active during bonus play to receive a special ability. So we have to go through free play mode. Not free play mode. There's like no chapter select or anything like that in this game. Which would be pretty unique, but nah, there's not. Basically, what bonus mode pretty much is it's just like you go back like New Game Plus, pretty much. That's all it is. Can you guys hear that fly? Like, I have smashed him with the shoe, like, plenty of times. I mean, granted, I've not seen any blood, so, you know, if you don't see any blood, you don't know if it's dead, right? But you'd think, like, when you hit it hard enough, it should be, like, in a coma or something by now. I don't know. I'm gonna kill that damn fly after this video. I might just do one video today, because, well, one, that fly is pissing me off, and two, it's God of War 2, so, like, God of War 2 is not a bad game. No, I'm not saying that or anything. I'm just saying, like, God of War 2 is kind of a... It's one of those games where I don't really want to play in, like, a whole big session worth. The first part I'm fine with, but I just want to keep it that. That way I can figure out who wants to watch it and then, you know, continue on from there. Which, knowing me, I'm going to continue on no matter what, so it doesn't really matter. Grab the damn lever, you bastard! Okay, there we go. You're gonna die, Mr. Fly. You are going to die. Yeah, I'm not gonna let that be a running thing in this fucking Let's Play. That thing is going down today. And he's pissing me off. Oh, great. Look who it is. I see you. Oh, yeah, well, I see you too. And guess what? I can hit hard. Yeah, get away from the window because I think that can hurt you, though, too. And cutscene pretty soon.
Kratos, I do not need your help, Zeus. I can take down this beast. I offer you more than help, Kratos. I offer you power. I offer you the Blade of Olympus. It was this blade that ended the Great War and defeated the Titans. Drain your godly powers into the sword, Kratos. Only then will you reach your full potential. Why do you aid me now? What I do now, I do for the good of all Olympus.
Yeah, that fly's not coming back. Oh, he's not coming back at all. He's dead. I fucked his ass up during that cutscene. Oh, I fucked him hard. I took one of my shoes and I slammed his ass. This time, there is blood and guts. And he is dead. By the way, don't worry about killing all the guys over here because they infinitely spawn. And you're probably thinking like, well, what about orb grinding? Well, the thing is you can't orb grind. That's a problem in this game. Because, well, that's not really a problem. I mean, that's to be fair to the game, you know. Because, like, you don't... Why would you want to break a game like this? That just makes no damn sense. We're just going to go ahead and run away. Usually I take out those bowmen, but I don't feel like it. We got plenty of orbs to put up with. By the way, do not fall down here. Yeah, there are enemies down below that are going to shoot you, but if you can try not to fall down, then you can save yourself a lot of damn trouble. And I fell down! Imagine that! Good going, Alex. You fucked up. By the way, if you're new to my channel, welcome. I usually do like a welcome intro, but I've been so damn distracted lately that I can't think of what to say anymore in these damn Let's Plays, apparently. I've been doing Let's Plays for 3 to 4 years now, I think. I've had a channel up and running for almost 8 years. A total of 7 years so far. And yes, there is something over here, and it's just a couple chests. So if you want to grab these real quick, why not? If you want to waste your time grabbing these, go ahead. I mean, that sounds good to me, right? Basically, I'm not going to say like I'm extremely vulgar or whatever, but I do have like a lot of bravado that I do spew, so if you don't mind cussing or anything like that, then good. This is not a rated E channel, and it won't be, ever. I doubt that it would ever be a rated E channel, and I sure hope it won't. But, my content basically I do what I want when I can and when I feel like doing it. So there's never really like a specific upload period time. It's just usually like on the weekends, if anything. That's typically when I like to upload. Sometimes I'll upload during the weekdays. Depends on what I have done at the time. If I even have a Let's Play done, I should have saved it. Son of a bitch. Which means I might have to continue off into another video. Another little trick, by the way. Whenever you roll, if you keep pressing square while you roll, you basically cancel out the animation of like you stopping to roll like that. And it saves you some trouble. By the way, save that hand probably till the very end. You're probably like, what? Why? What's the point of it? And also, go ahead and use your magic now, because, trust me, you're going to see eventually. You have to drain your power into the blades. Or, you have to drain your power into the Blade of Olympus. I think there's actually a safe spot inside the Colossus, if I'm correct. There should be, at least. Okay, so let's roll over here. And let's go ahead and pick it up. Again, God of War 2, actually, you know, the funny thing is, like, I used to not like God of War 2. I used to think, like, man, this game's kind of shitty, because it's just not as good as the first one. But now it's like, oh no, it's good. It really, it can hold its own. When it first came out, I remember I came home from school, and my dad was playing it. He's like, check it out. I'm like, oh my god, yes. I was like back in middle school. I'm like, hell yeah, I want to fucking play this game. I didn't really like watch him play it. It's like I didn't want to spoil a whole lot of stuff for me, but I did like glance out for a few minutes to see what the game was all about. Alright, so pick this up, throw it at his ass, bam, conk him out, and there you go. That is how you take out the Colossus, part, like, 7, or whatever the fuck part this is. Alright, and now we have weak Athena blades. We have we have like level 0, or level 1, or whatever you want to call it, Athena blades. We also have no health, we have no magic at all, and basically we're practically fucked in a sense. By the way, that fire will actually stay on his arm for a little bit, so you cannot touch that fire. And now we have the Blade of Olympus, which actually is a weapon you can unlock in the game. So yeah. Well, we're not, spoiler alert, we're not gonna be able to keep it forever, but you can unlock it in like New Game Plus, pretty much. And trust me, there's plenty of other weapons that we can play with, so it's no big deal. Alright, so let's go ahead and break inside. And I could have sworn there was a thing where we can save. Apparently not. Alright. I think that guy might have been dead. Maybe. Be careful about running through here, because there's going to be a spot coming up pretty soon. It's going to be a little trippy. Oh, by the way, I think you can hold down L1 square and you can do this. L1 triangle is to shoot. L1 circle does not do anything, and L1 square, or X does not do anything either. Okay. Yeah, that felt right on top of his ass. So maybe there is no frickin' save point. That's odd. You know, I might make this video a little bit longer, considering that it is the intro video. Depending on whether or not I get a chance to save the damn game, we'll find out. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, we're actually playing... Yeah, see, that's the reason why I was saying earlier, like, don't worry about the orbs, because you're going to lose them all anyway. But right now, the orbs we do collect now will actually count towards our overall weapon grade, so, yeah. But I think, like, what the fuck are you talking about? What's a weapon grade? Well, I'm saying, like, whenever you go to upgrade your weapons, which you can. Oh, that's right, R1's to let go. I fucked up. I fucked up massively. You have to, like, put orbs into your weapons, and there's an upgrade menu when you press start, and we'll get to that when we get to that, folks. As of right now, let's just enjoy the game and just try to get through this as best as we can. There we go, X to freaking move along. I thought it was R1. They always do this, so they've been switching up the button commands for years. It pisses me off. So yeah, go ahead and try to kill off these guys as best as you can. You want to get as many orbs as you possibly could. Then yeah, I know, you could probably be like, well, why not just execute them? Well, yeah. You could do that too. The thing about this game, though, is you don't need to really worry about orbs, because you actually get plenty of orbs to upgrade all your weapons, I believe. Until New Game Plus, and then you have to, like I think when you get the Blade of Olympus, you have to start working on upgrading that, which I'll go ahead and do that when I get to that point. We're good on health. Alright. Now, how do you upgrade your health? Well, there are chests, just like that urn chest, that have, like, no red and, like, no green or blue looking light coming from them or whatever. Which soon we're going to see yellow chests, too. Basically, they'll carry Gorgon Eyes or Phoenix Feathers. And if you collect 5 or 6 Gorgon Eyes or whatever, you will earn a health upgrade. And Phoenix Feathers will give you a magic upgrade. So, yeah. We're not going to get magic for a little while, by the way, folks. So, don't worry about that. Okay, drop down. Yes, the thing is you can't move faster on these ledges like this. You have to just press X to pull up, and it's kind of lame, but that's how the game wants you to do it, so. They don't give you, like, a whole lot of save spots, do they? Oh, shit, and that's a problem, too. Like, once we get... Oh. I mean, yeah, I could end out the video here and just continue on to another video, but I'd just rather just get this one big part, I guess. Yeah, why the hell not? It's God of War. It's pretty damn cinematic, so I'm just going to let that play out. And that's the thing about God of War 2 as well, is it is way more cinematic and much better approached than the first one. Again, I'm just going to keep comparing it to the first one, but I'm being straight honest. It is definitely a very good game. And by the way, don't press the X here because you would jump off. You can't climb with the rope any faster. And damn, Kratos has some damn good upper body strength, though. Because hell, I couldn't do that. Remember, like, back in school when they made you climb that rope and you had to touch the bell? Yeah, that always used to freak me out because I would get all the way up there and then like you had to slide all the way down. It's like, now as an adult that would be pretty damn cool to do, but as a kid when I was in kindergarten it's like, oh hell no, I'm gonna fall down and kill myself. Like I think they probably gave you something to land on, but I don't exactly remember. All right, come up here, press this lever, and then a good way to do it is to hit it on the right. As you'll see why in a second, because it's going to take us a little bit to get back up there. Jump up here. Oh, never mind. I fucked up. I fucked up! No! Press this lever, and that should bring the lever back, or should bring the gong-looking thing back up here. And then now we're going to go ahead and wait for his eyeballs to basically shut down. So that does nothing at all to the Colossus. It's just there to kind of help us get across. It's just a platform deal. Be careful of the hitbox, though. It's an odd hitbox. I remember it being kind of odd. Alright. And yeah, it's all covered in magic shit, so. Probably think, like, why not L1 triangle? You know, that seems to work out pretty well. Yeah, but then you have to... Yeah, it takes a little bit. Alright. Last chain broken. And now, we finish off the Colossus. And also, we need to get the hell out of here because this place is about to come crashing down. And there's going to be a cutscene. There's going to be a little fight. And then we're going to have to go break out of somewhere. And then there we go. Then we'll save it and we'll be done with the video. Awesome. Great start. Jump out.
Do you see, gods of Olympus? Do you need more proof than this?
Placing all of his godly power into the weapon had rendered Kratos mortal, vulnerable to the arms of death. Bloodied and beaten, he knew that to have any hope of survival, he must retrieve the blade of Olympus. Humiliated before his Spartan army, Kratos dragged himself up from the dirt.
So yeah, now we're back to being basically immortal. And look, that bird's back. That very same bird who just so happened to bring up the Colossus and, you know, bring him to life. We are now back to being immortal. And by the way, Kratos in the first one was mortal until the end of the game. And yes, he went to Hades, which basically is the underworld of Greek mythology. And so death basically doesn't scare even Kratos. I just remember there's going to be a long-ass cutscene, isn't there? Damn it.
Yes, I am forced to attend to this matter myself. Athena refused to undo her mistake. Imagine caring for a creature such as yourself.
Why? Why would you betray me?
It is you who would betray me. Am I to stand idly by while Olympus is threatened? Your hands are already stained by the blood of a god. I will not let Ares' fate be my own.
The gods are petty and pathetic, and your rule is weak.
I grow tired of this insolence. I am the king of Olympus. And it is my way that is the way of the gods. You must vow to forever serve me.
I serve no one.
Then you'll leave
So,
me
while we
no
are in this
choice.
stance, we can't do anything. Yeah, you can try to press square all you want and triangle, but it's not going to do shit. And if you try to roll, well, Kratos is going to flick around, so basically it's just going to be the same thing. Yeah, they have different animations for different stuff, but like Zeus is definitely kicking my ass.
I would rather die.
And by the way, there's no point in pressing circle here, but you know, you might as well just do it just to show. And no, I died. Game over.
It did not have to be this way, my son. This path is of your choosing.
A choice from the gods is as useless as the gods themselves.
Even now, as you draw your last breath, you continue to defy me? Everything you have ever known, Kratos, will now suffer because of your sacrilege. You will never be the ruler of Olympus. The cycle ends here.
You will pay for this, Zeus. Be certain of that.
As the life drained out of Kratos, the arms of Hades reached out to claim their prize. But there was more resting on Kratos' shoulders than he could know. Kratos was destined to bring about change so severe that it would shake the very pillars of Mount Olympus. His death was something that I could not allow.
Ares! Destroy my enemies, and my life is yours!
Fight, Spartan. You are not meant to die here. This is not the end.
Who are you?
I am the Titan Gaia, ever-present Mother of Earth. I have watched you become a powerful warrior, and I have been with you through all the events of your life, but I can no longer simply watch. We will help you defeat Zeus. Death is an escape, Kratos. You are a warrior of Sparta, not a coward. Only a coward accepts death.
I am no coward.
Then you must fight. I will show you the way to the Sisters of Fate. Only with their power will you defeat Zeus.
Alright, there we go. Now we're in Hades. First thing first, start attacking. Just trust me. You're going to want to start bringing in these fucking green orbs. These hands of Hades will kill. The problem is, Titan mode is the bitch on this part. Especially Titan mode. They only take like 2 hits to take down. But these guys can fuck up your jump though, so be very careful too. So 1, 2. A nice triangle hit should do some pretty good damage. But I would just rather just not worry about triangle. Just do like a couple of these. But if, you know, like that, if they group up too much, then triangle will definitely be your best friend to kind of help you through this. Like I said before, Titan mode's a bitch. You can barely get past this part on the first go. At least for me, you can't. And there we go. That is the end of Hades. That's it. That's all Hades is.
My lord, I knew you could not be killed. I never lost faith.
Return to Sparta and prepare for battle.
But our brothers are dead.
You can still hold a sword. Spartans do not surrender. Do as your god commands.
And what of you, my lord?
I am going after Zeus. It seems I still have allies on Olympus.
Okay, so Kratos is going to give him a stern look, apparently. Anyway, here is the upgrade menu, so that we can flick through this. Basically, you put in these orbs to upgrade it. Of course, I don't have enough orbs to upgrade my Athena's Blades from level 1 to level 2. And over here on the right side, we have question marks. That's where our new weapons are going to be at. This is where you collect the eyes. You need 5 more, so we need a total of 6. You need 6 beneath feathers to expand magic bar and health bar. This is going to be something later on in the game that I don't know if I'm going to accomplish or not. There's only 6 urns. We have Poseidon's Trident still from the original game, which is nice. And yeah, basically all these people are dead. The corpse of a fallen Spartan. Again, another fallen Spartan. Yeah, so Zeus is basically just a giant asshole, pretty much. Imagine that, right? Alright, let's go ahead and save our progress here. And then we're going to go ahead and end off the video. And then from there, I will see you all in the next episode of God of War 2. There's no title after it. That's just God of War 2. But they should have put it like a title after it. That would have been pretty nice. Alright, there we go. We're going to go ahead and ride the Pegasus in the next video and take off to find another Titan that could be of service to us. So yeah, now we have to use the Titans to help us out. So, like I said earlier, I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all next time when we play some more God of War 2. And as always, take care, everybody.